you know how much retro games really cost in Japan in 2025? Are they still worth buying? Or have the prices gone totally crazy? Well, today I'm taking you inside one of the most iconic second-hand stores in Japan, the Hard Off. So lately, I've noticed that retro consoles and games have been getting more and more expensive in places like Hard Off and Book Off. I'm not going to dive into every reason behind that would need its own video. But the big question for today is simple. Is it still worth buying retro games and consoles in Japan in 2025? In this video, I'll show you a simple but honest comparison between stores in tourist hubs like Akihabara and stores outside Tokyo. Like the ones I visited in Sapporo, my goal is to give you a clear idea of the real price range, so you can plan your trip, your budget, and decide if retro hunting in Japan is still worth it. Remember, this is just a general guide. Everyone has different budgets and different priorities, and hey, if this video helps you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it. Honestly helps the channel more than you imagine. Alright, let's get started. Alright, the first stop, Hard Off Akihabara location 1.as. You can probably guess, prices here tend to be higher. Akihabara is one of the biggest tourist magnets in Japan. Now, let me be honest, this first location doesn't have a good selection. Most of what they do have is labeled as junk. But even then, prices are surprisingly high compared to countryside stores. Let's take a closer look. After checking around a bit, I decided to move on to the second location of Hard Off, also located in Akihabara. This second location is much better. Check out this glass cabinet. You'll see Game Boys, old PlayStation consoles, controllers, and even some limited edition retro units. They look beautiful. But the prices are definitely outside my wallet range. Now let's take a look at the retro game titles. Here you'll find a good selection for PlayStation 2, Famicom, and Nintendo 64 and much more. Some of them are in amazing condition, and sometimes you'll even find boxed versions, which is a huge win if you're a collector. So overall, my impression is this: tourist-heavy areas equals higher prices, and this seems consistent across places like Shinjuku, Shibuya, and Ikebukuro as well. Now let's jump outside Tokyo and see how things compare. Now we're in Hard Off Sapporo, located in a completely non-touristy area, and the difference. You can notice it immediately. Prices here are way cheaper than in Akihabara. Let me show you some of the cool deals I found. Of course, you can't skip the legendary junk corner, it's a must visit. You never know when you'll find a hidden treasure or a console that only needs a simple fix. Here's the kind of stuff you can find for super cheap, perfect for collectors who don't mind doing a little cleaning or repair. After visiting these stores, here's my final impression. Retro game prices in Japan have definitely gone up over the past few years. And with the high demand, this trend will probably continue. But that doesn't mean retro hunting in Japan is dead. Not at all. If you have time and patience, exploring different hard-off or book-off locations can still lead you to great deals and hidden gems in 2025. However, if your trip is short, I recommend checking online prices first and then deciding whether it's worth buying in person. And honestly, if you just want the experience and the memory of buying retro games in Japan, go for it. I've done it many times. One last note, most games you find here are Japanese versions. From my experience, many games have English menus, but story-based games will be in Japanese. Keep that in mind before buying. I hope this video helps you plan your retro gaming adventure in Japan. And if it did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps me keep creating videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.